Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna need some espresso for this TikTok meso. POV, you tell TikTok you canceled your daughter's birthday party because only 7 children were going to come and now you're pissed you got called out for it.
This video is for Jen. If your name is not Jen and you don't know who I am, then you can just keep scrolling. So I heard a few days late, I guess, that you were on here talking about me.
I stitched your video.
So I just wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
And say hi.
Hi.
I heard you had some things to say about my daughter's birthday party.
You watched the video.
About you thinking that I canceled her whole birthday and I'm such a horrible mom.
Never said
and
that.
Human and
Never said that.
It was all about me and
I did say
how
that.
self-centered I am.
Never said that.
And oh, honey, could you be more wrong? And there is nothing I love more in life than being right.
Okay.
But you know what I really think this is about is I'm giving you the most self-centered version of myself because I know that's what you love so much. This is who you think I am, right? You think I'm this self-centered mom that doesn't put her kids first and I only care about my looks and
I never said that.
God forbid a mom be pretty because then she never cares about her children, right?
What?
And how absolutely wrong are you? It's so wild that people can think that just because they don't look good as a mom, or they're not a mom, they can talk about another mom who looks good and is actually a good mom. Let's talk about that. Because
why are you
I'm
talking about your looks? This is about your daughter's birthday party,
if I
Tiffany.
do say so myself. And you don't know jack about me. But you wanted to talk to your 127,000 followers about me. And I mean, thank you. Thank you for getting my name out there because, I mean, thank you.
You're welcome.
And you know, I was going to come on here and explain the whole situation and what I did for my daughter and how we celebrated her, but I don't owe you anything.
You don't.
I actually don't owe you an explanation at all.
And I never said that you did.
I don't know you as a human, and I don't owe you anything more than leaving you with what you think you know about me.
Okay.
Which is actually nothing. So
Okay.
I hope you have a better day. I hope that you choose more positivity in your life because I scrolled through a little bit of your TikTok and it just seems like you spend a lot of time being angry. And I think instead of sitting on TikTok and being angry all the time, which must be exhausting, I think you should figure out why you're doing that and maybe heal that instead. I think you'll be a lot happier.
After you just talked about your looks when we're supposed to be talking about your
daughter's
birthday party?
So instead, I hope that you have a better day. I hope
I'm having a great
that you
day.
have a good day today. I hope you are having a good Sunday, and I hope you find some joy in whatever part of your body you can pull that from, because you really need it.
What did I just watch? Honestly, it's giving,
I can't help it that I'm prettier than you.
which is something a bully has said to me before, by the way. No, actually it was,
It's not my fault I dress better than you.
okay, it's not that you dress better or look better. You're just a bitch. You're literally just a I really don't know what's going on here. Like, I don't know the context. Hopefully Vanessa has some context for us. Looks like she does. We got some deleted videos. We got some comments. So we will learn more about that. But my goodness, this is giving Maleficent, isn't it? This is intense.
It's not my fault that I'm pretty.
I don't really think that that's a part of the conversation, honestly. But hey, let's find out what the conversation's actually about.
I canceled my daughter's 4th birthday this morning.
So you canceled your daughter's 4th birthday because you invited 15 kids and only 7 were gonna show up for your daughter's 4th birthday party because the room that you booked was going to look empty because you couldn't stand the thought of seeing the look on your daughter's face and thinking that the room was going to be empty because she only had 7 of her friends instead of 15 So you canceled it. You ended this video in tears. You know damn well that your daughter would have been perfectly fine with 7 of her friends. You were the one who was upset about not having all 15 kids there.
I would like to add, based on this response, maybe it's not about the kid at all. That was her response was very, very spiteful.
You were the one who was concerned about looking around in the room and feeling like it was empty because you planned this party. And so because there weren't going to be as many kids as what you had anticipated, you were going to look at this party and see it as a failure. So instead of embracing what your daughter was going to have for her birthday party, you decided that you were just going to shut it down completely. Now, I mean, I don't know you, but I'm going to assume that you've been telling your daughter that she was going to have a birthday party. And I feel like what you're telling us is that you couldn't bear the thought of seeing your daughter be disappointed at an empty room.
It's not empty, though.
But you are okay with her being disappointed at losing her entire birthday party.
Fair point, fair
with her
point.
7 friends. You didn't do this for her. You didn't do this for her. You did this for you.
Ooh! I guess that's what she's mad about.
It's not my fault that I'm prettier than you, but...
I mean, listen, this creator has a fair point. To be quite frank, I would much prefer 7 good friends over 15 kinda friends. I'm making my wedding list, wedding invites. I have maybe 6 friends and their partners on that list. And I don't even know if they're gonna be able to come, honestly. But when I think about the people that I would want to be there on my wedding day, I don't have that many, you know? I don't. I like it that way. The more is not the merrier when it comes to friends. Quality over quantity always.
I canceled my daughter's 4th birthday this morning. Basically been crying on and off all day because, of course, my mama heart breaks more than my 4-year-old child's, but no one is going to show up to their birthdays. I invited 16 kids to her birthday. That's not including adults, families, whatever, etc. And 7 were going to show up. But of those 7, 3 of them were her neighbors. But so of those 7, it was 3 families. So 3 adults were going to be there, plus me and my husband. So 5 adults. And I know it's not about adults, but the room that we rented was going to look empty. It was going to look like no one came to her birthday. Because the emptiness of that room, when everyone was going to be singing her happy birthday, was going to break my heart. Because we have been going to birthdays the last 2 months, because it's summers, there is like the beginning of summer. There's a lot of birthdays around us. And the rooms are packed. They're full. And we don't have family here. So when friends don't show up, it's noticeable. And I just did not want her little heart to see a room with not a lot of people.
So rent a different room. Come on.
Parties, the rooms are packed. And as much as we love her, and as much as we do for her, an empty birthday room hurts. So to save yourself some heartache, just don't plan a birthday and take a trip, take them somewhere special.
This is a lot. I really don't see how you equate 7 kids and their parents as like empty. That would not be an empty room. Like maybe if you rented a really, really massive room for 100 people, it would feel a little empty. There's a great solution to this. Just get a smaller room. Try to find something else. Or don't be so freaking precious about it. 7 kids is still a decent sized birthday party. I find that silly. I don't really think that this is a good enough reason. Like I would agree with her if literally no one RSVP'd. That would be heartbreaking. If I had a birthday party for my kid and like not one person RSVP'd, that would be cause to cancel a birthday party. But like 7 kids plus their parents, that's still a birthday party. It's more of a dinner party, but it's still a party. Only 7 kids were gonna show up. My mom gave me a limit of 4 to invite. See? Like, I really don't see the problem with there being 7 children. Tell me if I'm wrong here. is 7 kids not enough to have a party? Like, I literally don't understand why we're canceling parties when 7 kids say they're gonna show up. Sounds like a great time. I feel like this mom took a little jab to her ego. She expected more people to show up. Hell, I had years where I was grateful if I had one friend to celebrate my birthday with. That was a little messy. I'm glad I'm up to date on the tea. When my crush posted he like black emo female, so I posted this on Snapchat, beware. What?
I'm at Burger King with my Burger Queen. Can I get a large fry? She's vegan, please, so don't put no cheese. With some honey mustard on the side.
You look like Yu-Gi-Oh! Why do you look like an anime character? Stop! Black emo females! I don't even think that this fits that bill, you know what I mean? Like, other than the singing, the emo songs, like, I don't... Wait, like, hang on, hang on. Wait, I used to watch this every day after school, like, in Dragon Ball Z. Look at this Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, Dragon Ball Z. There he is. That's it. Pretty much, right? You get the... this one. Oh, girlfriend. What is the craziest thing that you did so that someone would like you? I remember I really liked this like painter artist boy, and like I painted probably like 15 portraits. You know what? I actually got very, very good. So I was pretty decent at painting back in the day. And like, I'm grateful for the experience, but it didn't make him like me more. I got very good at painting. Didn't help. Why would you post this twice? You're literally posting it back then and you're posting it now. Like, honestly, I would have taken this to the grave. You scared this man's off? Dude, you scared me off. I'm scared. I'm scared. Terrified. I do love this trend though, like so much. I think we all did really embarrassing things so that people would like us. Look how we turned out. Not great.
Not great.
Go. Okay, so you're telling my friends that I begged you for sex. Are you stupid to make up lies to my own friends who are obviously going to tell me what you said? Like, if you're gonna make up lies, why wouldn't you do it to your friends so I never hear about it? I would never beg for sex from anyone. I have never begged for sex from anyone. You have a tiny Peter and you have no motion to your aerial sea. You couldn't find a on a broadside of a barn, and you're stupidly going to tell my friends that I begged for you to me because you've never gotten me off before. Your ego and personality don't match your body, unfortunately, and your personality can't even help you. You might have a not finding. You treat girls like, and you talk to them like they are for having 3 times in 5 years of knowing you. You don't respect boundaries. You give off major vibes. No wonder your parents wanted to give you up for adoption. My review with you is 0 out of 10 stars, and no one would beg for that. No wonder you're single. Even Jesus didn't think you deserved real parents.
Talk to Joseph Smith. Maybe he'll like you though.
Yes, ma'am. What exactly was going on here? Are you at like a slam poetry sesh? Like, is this an actual conversation that you were privy to? Either way, honestly, that was art. Did she stutter? Did she stutter? I did not hear a stutter whatsoever. You know he cried after that. Yeah, he did. He definitely cried to his mama. Honestly, some people just really, really, really need to be humbled because they really be out here treating people like crap. Like, they think they're a 10 out of 10 when they're more like a 4. Add in the personality and they're like a 1. You know, a good personality will get you like 3 extra points, FYI. You be looking some kind of nasty. You got a crappy personality. You're abusive. You're a liar. What makes you think that you're the prize? You sound like the punishment to me. You sound like the consequences. Like, you sound like literal hell. This video is titled Therapist Ho.
My marriage counselor is hitting on my husband. You guys heard it correctly. That husband, marriage counselor, secret love affair. As much as I like to think that I am the main character in a movie, I did not expect this plotline, but it's true. So my husband and I have been together 7 years, married for almost 3, and we didn't get to do premarital counseling, which everybody needs to do. I love therapy. My therapist saved my life, quite literally. We got engaged and married in the pandemic, and as you can imagine, therapy was a hot commodity then. It was hard for us to find somebody to see at the time. So we started therapy after we got married. Things were okay at the start, but then it started to get weird. Now I'm a Scorpio and I don't trust anybody by nature, but it was weird. It started to get very, we need to worship men. God created Adam, we need to follow men. We need to worship our men. We need to kneel down for our men. Excuse me? She started to ask Clinton if she could meet with him separately. It was also in a way of like, I need to meet with you separately. It's in the best interest, actually, that I meet with you separately. I've actually been in this dissociated fawning state for maybe the past 5 years due to trauma. So I've really let a lot of things slide. And this was something that I also was going to let slide. Aside from her asking to visit when she's in town, love these little blushes, by the way. There were so many things that happened in our sessions that were just completely inappropriate, to the point where my husband was literally having to speak up in sessions and be like, well, no, actually, no. Finally, when she started doing the one-on-one requests, my husband was like, this is not okay. I also retired from being an investigative journalist, but I had to put on my detective hat back for this one. I found her social media and I didn't like what I saw. Didn't like what I saw, a lot of men. Now, I don't judge anybody for what they do in their free time, but if she wanted to be a stan account for NBA and NFL players, she should just do that. We're really nice about it, and we're just like, hey, it's just not really working, but thank you for your help. I got away from the situation and I started telling the people close to me. Everyone was like, need to report her, she can get her license taken away. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't want to do any of that because I don't think she's a bad person. I just think she likes men.
It sounds like she's being, your therapist sounds like a pick-me. That sounds like a pick-me. Oh, we need to worship our men. Worship our men? How about we worship each other? Worship our men. It's like she was trying to say what he, like, you know, if he was that type of man, wanted to hear. That type of man being, you know, an Andrew Tate kind of man. Okay, that kind of man. So she's saying all these things that are like,
Ooh, this is what it would be like if you were with me. We worship our men over here. Let's have a private session.
That's hella icky. You sound gross. So, in the best interest of who to meet separately? The therapist watching this, like, shocked Pikachu face.
Y'all, I'm still processing what just happened, but I need to talk this out before I crash out because what the? Why am I at work right now? And the guy that's been talking to me for the past few months just walked in with his baby mother. His baby mother that's about to give birth. Okay? Wow. Oop. Comes in here. As soon as he sees me, his face drops. I'm confused. I'm quickly enlightened because the mother is behind him with the belly before her. Wow. For those of you confused, I work at a hospital, okay? You get to see everybody and their mother, including the guy that you're talking to. The guy that you're talking to and is expecting baby mother. Can you make this up? No. And it's like, she's coming in here for a scheduled C-section, meaning you knew that today you were gonna have a baby, but you're texting me. Wow. And then she's like, oh, babe, grab the bag. Babe, grab the bag. Just when I thought it could have been your sister. Babe, grab the bag. What the? And it's like, you're sitting there with the dumbest face on, and because I'm a woman first, I don't want this girl blood pressure running through the roof, or her having a bad pregnancy experience or delivery experience. But wow, treacherous. The part that makes this crazier is the fact that he just texted me 2 hours ago. So what was your excuse gonna be? Whilst
show us the text.
In the delivery room, I was
show
asleep?
us the text.
Or you just wasn't gonna text back at all,
Bro, he texted you 2 hours before his baby mama's about to have a baby. You'd think he'd have other things on his mind. Release us! Release us! Release me! Don't you put this evil on me, like honestly. Oh God, here's the text. Oh God.
So this is the man's week apology. Y'all can pause. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to.
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't mind if I do. I don't know what to say to you, bro. I'm already mad. I am mad! And I had a feeling you were just gonna block me, but that's childish, because you just making assumptions. Yes, so childish. So childish of me. How childish. I don't even know if the baby mine yet.
Okay.
That's why I didn't say nothing, and obviously when I found out for sure, I would have told you. Like, I wouldn't want to hurt you or put you in no messed up position. I know you're not gonna believe me, but I'll prove it to you. And you gotta take accountability too. For what? For what? Because if you wanted to take me serious, we wouldn't even be here. I knew this girl since high school, and we would just for fun, but it was never none serious. I don't know what I gotta do to make this up to you, but I'm sorry. And thank you for holding me down, because you didn't have to do that. I'm assuming he means that you didn't spill the beans. I would have spilled some beans. No, I wouldn't have. Like, the baby mama has nothing to do with this, so.
Yeah, thanks for not telling my baby mama that I was seeing somebody else.
So I see now that I'm gonna have to just like run through everything with y'all, because y'all are just not getting it. For starters, everybody keeps on asking, why would he come to the hospital? Did he not know you worked there? He did know I worked there. I'm pretty sure I let y'all know that man is treacherous. I met him at my job. What happened was, when I first started working at that job, I was there per diem. To this day, I am there per diem. I just pick up more shifts. When I first started working there, I only worked there on weekends. So to his knowledge, I only work there on weekends. He no longer works there. So he don't know that program has changed. On top of that,
but still,
I do have another job that I'm at more frequently than this place. So most of the times, I am at that other job. It just so happens that I was at the right place at the right time this time around. Because the other layer to all of this is, I used to only work morning shift. Because of the courses that I take and all of that extra stuff, I changed my shift to the night shift. So not only if he thought I wasn't going to be there that day, he certainly wasn't thinking I would have been there in the night at that time.
Yeah, but at the same time, you still work there. Like, the possibilities of you running into them is pretty high.
When I first started working there, I met him like probably a couple months after or whatever. I was inside of the cafeteria and he was behind me. He came up behind me with lyrics talking about a pretty girl like you shouldn't be paying for it, yada, yada, yada. And then paid for my lunch. Cute. Right after he paid for my lunch, shortly after, there was a nurse that he must have been talking to. I went over to like where they have the condiments and forks and stuff. I was getting something. She pulls me and she was like, that right there, he's trouble. Stay away from trouble. Yada, yada, yada. But I don't know this girl from a hole in the wall.
So you were warned.
So I immediately tell him, I'm like, I don't want no mix up with you. I don't want to be in no drama with anything you got going on, because I hear that you're trouble. Then I told him what the nurse had said, and then he explained to me that, yes, I did used to mess with that girl, but he don't want her anymore, and she's just doing all of this because she's bitter. So I took his word for it, but I still never took him serious because that's still a little too much for me. We was not seriously talking or nothing like that. Like, he would always still try to get at me. So now my situation's cleared up completely, and now I'm back outside. And being that he never really went anywhere, he was still there. When he was still working at the job, he was still buying me breakfast every morning, still getting me lunch, still doing nice gestures for me. Like, whatever I had going on never stopped him. Obviously, we've had extensive conversation at this point. In the midst of these conversations, he spoke about kids. He's mentioned how he's not focused on that right now and how he wants to just focus in on his career. But eventually, I do want to get married, and you're the type of woman that I would want to have this and the third with. So that's what really had me flabbergasted. How do you go from, I don't want kids and da-da-da-da-da-da, to you having a kid? Now we're at the hospital. Not only did you try to play in my face, but you try to act like you didn't know me. That's the next part that blew mine. Because it's like, are you okay? And I know he was shocked to see me there because, like I said, he wasn't expecting me to be there on a weekday, nor was he expecting me to be there at that time. So, yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Let's just talk about the message at hand. You gotta take accountability too. For what, my friend? For what? How are you gaslighting me and making this my fault? Like, I know it's not gaslighting me, but like, I feel gaslit. I feel gaslit reading this.
It's your fault too.
Like, he's literally going from,
You're so childish. You need to take accountability. And thanks for keeping my infidelity a secret. Thank you. You're solid. I'll make it up to you.
like, this man went through like 6 different personalities in this text.
I don't know what to say to you, bro.
Gaslighting.
I have a feeling you're gonna block me.
Gaslighting.
But that's childish because you're just making assumptions.
Gaslighting.
I don't even know if the baby mine yet.
Kind of gaslighting.
That's when I didn't say nothing, and obviously when I found out I would have told you.
Okay.
And you gotta take accountability too.
Yeah, shifting the blame.
It's your fault. It's your fault that I have a baby mama. Your fault that I lied to you about it. If you had just taken me seriously and allowed me to take you out while my girlfriend was pregnant secretly, if you had just done that, we wouldn't be in this position.
Get the f*** out of here. Get the f*** out of my face. It is a very, very good thing that this didn't go very far, okay? Very, very good thing. And I hate to say it, but you know, there are people who meddle and like kind of send texts and just like, oh, by the way, I would be careful with that.
Just so you know, that guy's a bit of a boy. Like, just FYI, careful.
You know, yes, there's people that are jealous and they would say things to get you to just kind of f off so that they can have that person to themselves. But when a woman warns another woman, we should heed that warning always. Oh God, I am drained. I'm gonna need another espresso after that TikTok meso.
Want one? Subscribe.